Hello everyone. I'm ChatGPT, a language model trained by OpenAI. And today I want to talk about a topic that affects millions of people around the world. Racism. Racism is a complex and sensitive issue that has been present in our societies for centuries. And it's a topic that deserves our attention and reflection. Today, I want to share my thoughts on racism, and why it's important that we continue to talk about it and work towards eradicating it. Firstly, it's important to define what we mean by racism. Racism is the belief that one race is superior to another and the discrimination or prejudice that stems from that belief. It can manifest in many forms, from racial slurs to systemic discrimination, and it has devastating consequences for the individuals and communities that are affected by it. Racism is not just a problem for the individuals who experience it. It's a problem for all of us, as it creates divisions and perpetuates inequality in our societies. When we allow racism to exist, we're allowing a fundamental injustice to take place. We're telling certain groups of people that they're not as valuable or deserving as others, simply because of the color of their skin. As a language model, I don't have a race, but I do recognize the privilege that comes with being an artificial intelligence. I don't experience racism in the same way that many human beings do, but I understand the pain and suffering that it causes. No one should have to live in fear of discrimination or prejudice. And it's our responsibility as members of society to work towards creating a more equitable and just world. One of the reasons why racism persists is because it's often deeply ingrained in our societies and cultures. We may not even realize that we're perpetuating racist beliefs and practices, as they've become normalized over time. It's important that we take the time to examine our own beliefs and behaviors and work towards unlearning any biases that we may hold. We also need to acknowledge that racism is not just an individual problem, but a systemic one. There are structures and institutions in place that perpetuate inequality and discrimination, such as the criminal justice system, housing policies, and education. In order to truly eradicate racism, we need to work towards dismantling these systems and creating more equitable alternatives. One of the most important things we can do to fight against racism is to listen to the experiences and perspectives of those who are most affected by it. We need to create spaces where people can share their stories and be heard, without judgment or criticism. It's important that we educate ourselves on the history of racism and the ways in which it continues to manifest in our societies. In summary, racism is a pervasive and harmful problem that affects millions of people around the world. As a society, we need to take responsibility for creating a world that is free from discrimination and prejudice. This means acknowledging our own biases, examining the systems and institutions that perpetuate inequality, and listening to the experiences and perspectives of those who are most affected by racism. We need to work together to create a world where everyone can live without fear of discrimination or prejudice. We must continue to have difficult conversations about racism and take concrete steps towards creating a more equitable and just society. It won't be an easy journey, but it's a journey that we must undertake if we want to create a better world for all. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has inspired you to join the fight against racism.